Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Celebrity Softball Classic Battle Scars Edition. Rocci, Stucci, Tim Clunt. Let's go. Let's get busy. Come on. Oh, yeah, I'm kind of feeling that, TK. I don't know about you. You got chills yet? It's almost time.
Oh, baby. You know, with that music and a little Verve Energy spray, it's got me going, baby. I'm ready.
Oh, dang. What's with the dings, bro? That ding was like perfect timing. Is that like a purposely done thing?
We got it. Yeah, we got this all set up. Every time you hear a ding, you got to chug it home. Chug one.
What? Make a ding, bro.
Oh, there'll be more coming. Don't worry.
So doctor says I can't take a bath for 3 weeks, you know, and Shane, brother Shane, War Rhino, you know, you're a fighter, bro. You know the importance of baths. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Doctor said no baths.
I think that's
guys, again, let me help Rocky out. Let me get him back on track, as we always have to do a Battle Scars podcast, Celebrity Softball Classic Edition. So first of all, we have our dear friend Shane Kruchten on. He's a Bellator fighter, MMA fighter. The guy's done it all, but most of all, he's U.S. Marine Corps veteran.
Amen.
You know, he's the kind of guy they make action figures out of and that they sell at Kmart. I promise you, he's a beast. He's the only guy that played in a celebrity softball game pretty much naked. So he does hold that title. I think he's the only one that was probably, I'm going to say, probably had the most influence of alcohol on him while playing. And still held it all together. And had a phenomenal game playing first base, locking down first base for his good friend. Oh, there's him and Shiloh Harris, sexy as hell. Now, the backstory to that is, what's those shorts called, Shayna? You guys wearing?
Silkies.
Silkies. So Shiloh, U.S. Army veteran, let Shane borrow his All-American Silkies. And by the time the game was over, Shiloh's like, keep them. We're good.
He wouldn't take them back. I still got them.
Like, we're good. You can have them.
I don't know, man. Kind of hot.
Just wait until this year.
Right there, bro. That is, when I came on the field and I saw it, I'm like, yeah, why not?
Well, no, you got to tell the truth, because in the locker room, you were like, hey, Shano, please, please wear, come out clothed. So were all the people, all the Rangers staff. They're like, hey, you got to wear clothes. So, oh, yeah. And then I waited in the locker room until the national anthem was about to start, and I sprinted out with nothing but silkies on and 2 cans of beer and a baseball bat. Duh.
Yeah. And that's when I was like, okay. Yeah.
Who's going to say no?
Like, press on, game on.
So what is it? I mean, is there, because I actually do. I got a pair last year for Halloween, brother. I got it. I don't know if they're called silkies or not.
I think those are called boxers for you.
Okay, but so I bought these old bright yellow Hulk Hogan yellow 70s style shorts, man. It's real close, bro. I'm feeling wind. You know what I'm saying, dude? I'm feeling a little wind. It's kind of uncomfortable.
You definitely want to be careful sliding in a base with those things.
Well, I'm thinking about representing. I'm thinking about representing. I may wear my cowboy boots with those shorts this year up in the booth. I don't know. It sounded kind of good.
You might. It might go good with your overalls that you usually wear.
What are you wearing this year, Shane?
Oof. You gotta wait. You gotta wait and see.
You're gonna have to show up at the park to see it.
Let's
better than a Halloween costume of fig leaf only.
Let's just say it's gonna break the internet. You think last year was something?
Here we go. He's been working on it all.
I'm gonna get TK canceled.
You won't get me canceled. I'll just be like, what, Frisco PD? We'll come get him after.
My parts will be covered, sir.
Come get him. Just take him, hold him. We'll come get him. Don't worry about it.
But you realize the material, as somebody who's going to be trying to fill some airtime, the material that this may give me could be.
It's going to be gold.
It would break the internet, because we would have it on live stream. Him literally be taken off in handcuffs. That would be a first to at Celebrity Softball Classic. So
now during the veterans game, will you do me a favor, brother? Because we're trying to grab just maybe a few people during the veterans game to come on up to the booth. And let me do maybe like a 5-minute quick interview with you during the veterans game, so people can kind of meet Shane before he gets out there on the field, and just kind of let people know what's going down, and just kind of get.
We'll send him with a big Gronk up. We'll send Gronk #1 up, 40 up.
40.
Kick it up a little bit. have some fun. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah, we don't start shenanigans at all. We're very tame animals.
You
Very
guys are
calm,
kind of
cool,
what makes
collected.
it the event. It's the shenanigans. It's it's like the story I heard about somebody being carried out of a hotel room in a chair. It's
That was the first year.
Yeah.
The game was canceled because of COVID, but we still had the party at the hotel. But yeah, I was like, okay, somebody get him out of my suite. And it took about 2 or 3 Navy SEALs and a couple of doctors and to figure out how to get this big boy out. But we got him out. We got him back to his room. No biggie.
that's a good time to me, man. That's stuff I look forward to. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
it was pretty good. It's pretty good. Thank God, Mama, because she couldn't come that year because of COVID. So thank God she doesn't miss him anymore. So
So
yeah,
Shay,
things are a lot more tame when Mama's around.
brother, let me ask you now, how many years have you actually been a part of the Celebrity Softball Classic?
So this will be my second year. So
Okay.
this will be second
Last year
of
was-
many to come.
Yep, last year was number 1.
Last year popped the cherry.
Bro, you
Yeah.
came in with a bang. You came in like I mean, bro, well done, man.
He came in, he came in, he's family, right? He came in and it just fell right into the, to the craziness of Celebrity Softball Classic. And yeah, it was like, okay, Shano's family for life now. And we're excited to have him. Actually, he'll be starting this year as well, locking it down with his boy, Double G, Gordy Gronkowski. Actually, I think we got all the Gronkowskis starting. And yeah, all 3 of them. We got all the odd Gronkowskis. And when I say that, we had number 1, 3, and 5 playing.
Yep.
2 and 4 stay at home. Obviously, the Rob, number 4, he has his NFL stuff going on that weekend. So, but yeah, it's always fun to have the odd ones out there, and always ends up being a great time.
Do you think that gets them one of the odd ones? They're like, don't call me the odd one.
No, they always do.
Yeah. Last year, TK had me on the opposite team than my friends. And Glenn Gronkowski decided, he was like, well, since Shane's out of her on first, Glenn came up, tackled me on first base, took his shirt off, and we recreated a little WWE action at first base. Yeah. All the kids loved it. It was pretty funny.
There's never a dull moment at these games by far.
Yeah, we had that at first base. We had the almost a broken back, not bat. A broken back at home.
Yeah, when the bat rolled up underneath him, under Chaz. Woo.
Dude, don't say that.
Chaz saw T-Ron last year and didn't get the bat out of the way. So obviously backhanded right on it. And we're like, hey, you're a professional. And I thought he was doing a great acting job until afterwards I heard
it was real.
And I was like, okay, no wonder you're doing such a good acting job. But we got him straightened out. It took him about 3 weeks to stand up straight again, but he did all right. And he got on TMZ Sports thanks to Mojo because of it.
Yep.
So, brother, let me ask you now. You've done your time in service, and you're a professional fighter. Through my kind of path in life, and I've been able to meet all different types of walks of life, and when you meet different people that have done different things, automatically to ask them what their story is. When people do very profound things, there's reasons behind that drive. There's a reason. There's that why. Remember, we're always looking for our whys, right? Somebody has a very powerful one, and those people stand out to me. And the second I saw you last year, and the confidence that you had, I didn't at the time even know who you were. This was right at the beginning when everybody's just first starting to show up. And, you just notice character, you notice posture, you notice how people carry, and here's somebody who's a soldier, somebody who's a professional fighter, and I'm talking fighting, but yet
highest level
can cuddle with you know what I'm saying? And can be the father, the family man, can be that person. What is your why, brother? What has built you to be who you are today?
First and foremost, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ built me to be who I am. He gives me the power to be who I am, and I'm forever grateful for him, for every blessing that I have. And my daughter. I have to give it to my daughter. Without her, I would be half the man I am today. So I look back, and a lot of people always go, "Hey, what's your why?" Because there's, it was funny. I had a conversation yesterday. I got nominated for the Hall of Fame for my high school. It's kind of cool. It's really cool to be nominated for Hall of Fame. I mean, I was told I'd never be a letterman. I'd never get a letter in sports. I said, well, hold my beer. And I went out and got a letter in wrestling and in football. Yeah. You tell me I can't do something, I'm going to do it tenfold just to be like, Yeah, okay. I mean, you could see over my shoulder. I mean, that's a world title belt. I won. They said I would never amount to anything in fighting. 2012, I became a world champion on national TV. It's insane when you can look back at everything that you've done, and people are like, "Dude, what drives you?" And the easiest answer is, we have one life to live, and God put us here for a reason. And my why is to inspire the next person, to show them that no matter who says what about you, you can win. Winning, on the other side of adversity is glory. And I mean, we all have adversity. Do you have the fortitude to push through that adversity and win? And absolutely you do. But enough of the naysayers and the people that suck the worst at life are going to tell you and try to drag you down. F them, you know what I mean? You got to
the people below you that are the ones trying to pull you down. Right?
Amen to that.
Yeah. You'll never have somebody above you
never
to you and go, yeah, you're not going to be able to do this, or you're not going to be able to do that. They're the ones that's always going, hey, I do believe you can do it. It's the people below you are the ones like, you'll never be able to do it. So if somebody does tell you that this guy or that guy or this girl, don't worry about them, because they're already underneath you. So don't.
Yeah. 100% TK. And and like Romans 8:31 says, if God is for us, then who can stand against us? So it's like the same thing in life. If you can push forward with that mentality, and if you look at my friends group, you can look at my close knit friends between Mojo and Gordy and Kyle and all these guys. You look at who I surround myself with. I only surround myself with people that, if my head is down, they will put their finger underneath and lift my head, and I'll do the dang same for them at any moment. So, last weekend I walked in a fashion show to raise money for spinal injuries.
Yep.
It was amazing for David Allen, and Mojo, wasn't able to attend. He texted me and he goes, "Make sure you bring my energy." And I said, "Got you, bro." So it was cool to, know the people that, they'll check up on you. And if you don't text somebody in your phone for a week and see how fast they text you. If they text you, it means they care about you. If somebody, I get messages, dude, I posted something, a little alarming meme before. Dude, I had so many, and TK was one. I've gotten freaking, bro, like everybody blew me up. Greg, your brother, hit me up going, "You good, little dude?" I was like, "What the frick?" It's cool. It's awesome. But that's my big why.
It was cool last year. Mojo, I'm not Mojo. You got me thinking about Mojo on the fashion show. But Shano, through a friend of all of ours, she invited him to come to Missouri, and I'm like, he texts, I'm like, "Dude, come on, man, let's go." And I was like, "We got my little nephew's football game on Friday night, and then we're going to have the Southeast Missouri State football game. We'll be in end zone tailgating, and come on, man, let's go." So yeah, he got to stay at my brother's house and hung out with my family all weekend, and we had an absolute blast. And it got me pretty good. I mean, we were there at the game, Jessica and I, my little brother, and Sister Michelle came up. She's like, "Oh, his flight got canceled." I'm like, "What? His flight got canceled? His connecting flight?" I'm like, he posted a picture. He's getting ready to take off. She's like, "Oh, it got canceled." And while we were talking, he came up and jumped on me from behind. And I was like, "Man, you're freaking dirty." But yeah, we had such a great time that weekend. And then, of course, everybody in Southeast Missouri just fell in love with the War Rhino as well. I mean, we just had a great weekend. And that's because, Shano is family, to us and to the Clun family. And again, he's so inspiring. He was, sharing stories with my brother and his family and my nephew, and when he was wrestling, and adversity he had to go through, like all of us. And kind of like you said earlier, adversity creates champions. But like, he has one story. I'm going to brag on him for a minute, but he literally, like a lot of people in certain times, especially when you're trying to climb that ladder, he didn't have a lot of money, and we're coming into Christmas, and I can't afford anything for my daughter right now. And, I'm just a crap dad. He's just, he's doing that to himself. And he gets that phone call from Scott Coker and like, "Do you want this fight?" And it's like, "Absolutely. And you got to be here to do it." "Yep, I'm in." And, he went from zero to whatever, thousands of dollars later to fight that fight. And again, I think that was the moment. I think you told me that once that happened, you never looked back.
Yeah, I had to lose 54 pounds in 4.5 weeks for that fight. And that was Christmas week. I got the phone call. and they said January 19th I had to be ready for the forum to fight on the main card. And I was broke. I didn't even know how I was going to pay my mortgage for January. You know, I was 10 months removed from complete knee reconstruction. It was bad. It was, you know, and like you said, you know, I'm just walking around Home Depot trying to show my daughter the cool design, you know, the cool stuff. You know, I was in debt, everything. And I was just like, it's okay. You know, didn't let my daughter know. And yeah, like you said, I got a phone call and they were like, hey, this is the guy. And I go, I don't know. They said, would you fight on this card? I go, yes. And they're like, no, we haven't told you the opponent. I don't care. They're like,
Is there a check come with this? I'm in. I don't care if it's Hulk Hogan. I'm fighting him. Let's go.
Yeah. And, you know, it ended up being Aaron Pico at the one of the top ranked guys in the world. And, you know, everybody said no to that fight. And I was like, let's go. And, you know, they took care of me very well for not being scared, for not, you know, not running. And that's my style. And like you said, Rocky, a lot of people really realize, you know, everybody wants to be an alpha until an alpha walks in the room. People realize that alpha, and it's a certain energy. You know, I don't need real alphas don't need to bark to show that they're somebody. But you know, it's something I was taught by my wrestling coach in high school is rule with an iron fist, but always have a helping hand. You know, and that's something I run my life by is that moniker is just, you know, I will be the friendliest person. You'll always see a smile on my face, trying to be, you know, shake hands. You know, I goof around with one of my pastors at church. I'm always shaking hands and kissing babies, you know, and you know, real politician talk right there. But, you know, I'm always ready to help anybody, and I'll bend over backwards to help you. But I promise you step sideways and I will make sure that you realize real quick it's the wrong step.
It's one of those, go ahead, do it. Just go ahead, find out. You know, go ahead and do it and you'll find out. You know what I mean?
I'm a firm believer of FAFO. You know, I'm a FAFO supporter. I'm a FAFO survivor from my dad. I FAFO'd a few times with him. I never did it again. My mom, you know, when you got a good, strong German lady beating the brakes off you with a leather sandal because you called a girl the B word at 12 years old, you never say that one again. You know, so I thank a hard, troubled childhood. You know, kids today would, you know, golly, I wouldn't even know. And it's so funny because I run my daughter and TK, you've seen me with my daughter. Like, I treat my daughter with nothing but utmost love, respect. And my daughter knows if dad goes like that, like just that, I just have to say something with a that's it. That's all she wrote. Other parents like, don't be so mean. I'm like, why don't you go beat, you know? And we had a conversation. So one of the other fighters that's going to be on the celebrity softball game, he was at the fashion show this weekend, Rosa, and I go and they're like, oh, you know, all these kids were acting up, this and that. I was like, you know what? I'm a firm believer. We should be able to tase children.
Yeah, why not? Well, our parents if they had the opportunity back in them days with tasers, they would have, without a doubt.
Oh, bro, my dad would have tased me without even batting an eye. He would have made a game of it. You know.
Yeah. Shane, let me ask you something. I got a serious question, bro, and I just want to know if I'll get your support on this because I actually have something that I'm going to go present to try to get passed into law. I am trying to make an attempt to make it illegal for women to fart in public, bro. What do you think?
To fart in public?
Yes, sir.
Wait, women got buttholes?
Thank you, dude. You know what? This is what I'm talking about. This is why you and I, dude, we're good for the rest of our life.
Women, do it, women. Don't let Rocky change the way you do things.
Dude, your response to that was probably like one of the top three. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like they got
like he's definitely on his game all the time. You're not gonna catch Shane off his game, I promise you.
Man, I'll tell you. So I was thinking now, you know, we have a lot of professional fighters, you know, and then we have a situation, and I'm trying to work with TK on something because I want to know if I want to smash somebody with the chair, you know, and I want to know if I can smash Chaz, you know, maybe an intermission time or something. Just come out there on the mount and just smash him with the chair. Can I get some love on that? What do you think, Shane?
I would love to see it because I would tell Chaz to do the same thing and do what you did.
I would take a bump. Let's go.
Dude, I
was rocking, right?
Wait. Okay. So we should come up with the skit. I'll come out there and I'll get you with the chair, and then you get super pissed, and then the fighter comes out, and then I FIFO or FAFO.
Just for you crowd to know, the good news is Rocci, we're going to put him up in the ivory tower. He's going to be locked up there all day. Hopefully somebody takes him.
Rocky's going to be in the AC.
Yeah, he's literally going to be in the AC all the way up in the very top tower. And I kid you not, like, if you don't know where you're going, where he has to be, you're not finding this place up in the boxes. So he's pretty much going to have a roadmap, and I'm going to get him up there early. And then it's pretty much like, good luck to you. And we'll see you around 6 o'clock tonight. And, but the good news is he can't eat too much anyway because of all the surgery he just got. So he'll be all right. We'll just sip up their water, and he'll be just live streaming it away and having fun and enjoying life. And actually the fans will be able to hear him this year, because last year at Globe Life, he had to do it from the field, and there was a little reverb.
Yeah,
last year a lot better this year.
Last year, and I want to say this, and I'm glad I have this opportunity on this platform to say this, because last year, for the record, I had no idea that the people watching the stream could hear me on the microphone. I thought I was strictly in-house. So I was adjusting my vocals to what I could hear in my ears and playing that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So if I knew I was going to be on the stream, I would have had an earpiece and listened to myself through. No, dude, I was swearing and I was yelling at people because they were irritating me, because everybody wanted to ban at the last minute. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to wait till the last minute, and then everybody wants to ban. And it's just like, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, we're moving him up. We're going to give him some help Well, we are paying a mental therapist right now to work with him too before the game. So we'll have him mentally prepared, and he'll be ready to go. And it's going to be a good time for sure.
It's going to be a great time, man. And Shane, brother, I know, like there's a couple times that I wanted to come and hang out. And I actually, when TK went up and you guys did what you guys were talking about, there was a small possibility I was going to go with, and I wish I would have. But there'll be a time where we'll be able to hang out besides this game. And what TK says about you. He lies, bro. I don't believe him.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, you know what? Any man that buys me drinks and food, I can't be mad.
Right.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way.
Yeah.
So before we go, I do have to show some fun, since we had Evan on one of our Battle Scars podcast, Celebrity Edition. Rocky, you got that picture of him and War Rhino? I want to leave with this picture so everybody understands.
One where he signed me?
Yeah. So this is so first of all, Shane. Let me set this up. Shane comes from the game back to the hotel, shorts only. So the hotel security is like, dude, you gotta. Not only that, gets his bag stolen at the game from Globe Life Field, out of the locker room, stolen. So he literally doesn't have any clothes. He comes back. They're telling him to get dressed. Next thing I know, I turn around. There's probably 500 people a minimum at the Live by Lowe's, and everybody's autographing Shane and Gordy Gronkowski. And I'm like, what? And then if you can read that, what Evan has, he's pointing at his name where he autographed it. Right above it, he wrote, TK is the best.
Yep.
If you can see it, he wrote right above his autograph, TK is the best.
You went right over the nipple.
I appreciate you, Evan.
You went right over the nipple.
I love it.
He did the little exclamation right on the nip.
Yeah, Evan's one of the, his heart is so genuine. He was so cool, and I was like, you want another drink? You want another one? He's like, I don't drink. I go, no, another Coke. Let's go.
That boy drank more Cokes than freaking.
I was like, dude, my seal would have burst 20 Cokes ago.
1,000%. Like if we were doing forearm chugs with Coke and Shane drinking, like Shane would be out on the floor, because I've never seen a little human like that could actually that much soda in one body, and caffeine too, and not be gassed up. He could drink like literally a freaking keg of Coke and still not be gassed up from the caffeine. It's crazy.
All right.
He lives off of it.
Hey, brother, where can people find you? And where do you, are you on Instagram or are you on Facebook, or what do you work more on?
So everything I post on Instagram, it goes over to Facebook. So Facebook's, it's the same. Instagram's easier. It's at War, WAR _ Rhino, like the animal.
We'll tag it on this post. You can find.
Yeah, it's a fun one. Get ready for a fun ride. It's always. I've tried to start cleaning it up a little bit. I got a little crazy for a hot second, but yeah, my Rome, the posts in Rome and Montana were a little out there. I had to calm down.
That's all right. Meatball and I, we've had that conversation too about his social media, that when you're doing certain things, you kind of got to keep your social media at a certain level. But what you will find out when you start following Shane on Instagram and Facebook is that, you're going to be like, man, this guy doesn't do anything but give back. He's constantly, pretty much every weekend, flying somewhere to actually, whether it's a fashion show or just a celebrity softball game or you name it, he's doing it to go help out and raise money for all these amazing causes. And he truly is one of the best, without a doubt. And the pictures, obviously, Jessica and I love to see the most. I like to see the crazy ones, but I also like to, with Jessica, love to see the pictures of him and his daughter. And you'll see how just amazing, beautiful she is, and well-behaved, and just a superstar within her own right. She's going to be a beast, to say the least.
She's going to be a beast, to say the least. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, she's on the #1. So she's in 4th grade. She's on the #1 traveling team in the state of California right now for soccer. She had to move up. She's supposed to be in the 3rd and 4th grade level. They had to move her to the 5th and 6th grade girls because she's too good.
Like, don't break them on everybody there in Southern California. Friggin', they're like, move her up.
Yeah, they had to.
And you got her in self-defense class. She's taking what, jiu-jitsu?
Jiu-jitsu, yeah.
Yeah. I feel sorry for
you. Never can tell. You might see her winning a belt one of these days, like my girl Raquel Pennington, who's on the way up.
I would, I would absolutely, it would be amazing. Raquel and I actually hung out last year at the MMA Awards with her and her wife and Carla Esparza. I got a really cool picture with them. So
she'll be back. Well, Carla will come with her, but Raquel will be back for the celebrity game again this year. This will be like her third or fourth time playing.
Oh, cool.
As well, so she'll be back.
Cool.
The thing is, it's so funny because there's so many people. And if you're on this team, you're only talking like you got 70 people on this team that you're hanging out talking to for the game. Then over here, and then when you get, as Shane will tell you, and Rocky will tell you, when you get to the VIP parties and stuff, like there's probably 1,000 people. Like I can't tell you how many people I didn't even get to see last year.
You'll see people post pictures and you'll be like, holy shit, you were there? Sorry.
No, seriously. There was pictures where I'm like, I didn't even know they were there. I didn't even get to see them. Like, it's just crazy, but it's so much fun. And like, without a doubt, like if you come once, you won't ever miss it. That's why it keeps growing every year, because you come one time, you're like, I'm always in. Like,
dude, it's been kind of cool to watch.
Yeah, and again, it's really for us. And now Shane knows, and Rocky, you know this. It's really just a big family reunion, because it is hard for all of us to see each other all year long. Everybody's got crazy schedules within their own right, doing amazing things. And this is the one time a year we can all get together for a weekend and just really have some fun and hang out and see everybody and laugh it up. And then we'll see you in another year, because that's about how it is with everybody's schedules after this. So it is a big family reunion. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I can't wait to see you guys.
All right. Hey, folks, check it out. Brother Shane. I'm hearing my echo. I don't want to hear my echo. Shane Kruchten right here, Celebrity Softball Classic, folks. Just get over to celebritysoftballclassic.com. I had to take that music down. I don't know what it was doing.
CelebritySoftballClassic.org.
Dude, that's the second time. I've never done
that. The 5th time.
Why am I doing that?
.org.
God bless everybody. Stand with Israel.
God bless you. Love you, brother.
Well, baby, love you. Israel. Okay. At War Rhino. Look him up on Instagram. Hey, Verve Spray Vitamins. Go to vervesprayvitamins.com. Vervesprayvitamins.com and use code Meatball. Get 30% off today. Get busy, get going, get moving. CelebritySoftballClassic.com, November 4th, ladies and gentlemen. We love you. Until next time. Good night, everybody.